What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Divinity Original Sin 2 Modded. It's your boy, Panda EXP. And let's go ahead and get this episode kicked off. Last time we basically went on ahead and took care of a bunch of skeletons that were around the area of Fort Joy. We finished off the encounter with Wendigo. Died a massive amount of times. And when I say a massive amount of times, it was crazy. Like, my goodness. But that's actually been taken care of. I do believe I've gone on ahead and taken the liberty of skilling some skills. I'll go on ahead and show you. Taken some of these modded skills that I've had from the blacksmith class. We're going to be using some of those abilities on Fame. We got some more red scrolls, so we're looking good from that perspective. We honestly have a pretty good amount of money. So honestly, everything's looking pretty okay. Next thing I was thinking about doing was going on ahead and let's go and save not Griff, Gareth. But yeah, so I hope everybody's actually having a good weekend so far. I've just been chilling. I've started my new semester in college, and things are going pretty well so far. If you're actually in college right now, I'm very interested to see what classes you guys are actually taking. So well, let's go ahead and continue and see what this person over here is actually doing. They seem to be hiding from what seems to be a shrieker. And to let you actually know, the shriekers are incredibly dangerous. They can pretty much one-shot you, and they're just an overall pretty bad time. So let's go on ahead and see what Tarlene over here has to say.
Stand off, stranger. Friend or foe?
Tell her that you're a friend.
She searches your face for treachery. Doesn't seem to find it.
All right then, you can pass. But I suggest you don't. I suggest you turn around and head another direction entirely.
Fair enough.
The magisters have a shrieker up there. It killed my friend. May have killed that magister too. I wouldn't tangle with it alone. Fact, I wouldn't tangle with it at all.
Tell her that you've actually heard of shriekers, but we've actually yet to see one. And that's not necessarily true. If you noticed, whenever we talked to Dallas earlier on when we were in Fort Joy, when we first got onto the island, we actually saw two shriekers with Dallas the Hammer for the very first time. So they're definitely not to be messed with, and they're super dangerous. But tell her that, yeah, we've heard of shriekers, but we actually haven't seen one.
Now's your chance. Just wander up the path there. But I sincerely suggest you don't do that. If you like living.
She is actually incredibly correct about that one. So let's continue.
She gives you a long look.
Well then, if we're going to be friends, let me mark your map. See this place? There are others hiding there. You should join them. You're welcome. Once Gareth emerges from the keep there, he and I will join you directly. He may be interested in you. Me? Not so much.
Let's actually tell her that we've actually been searching for Gareth, and in fact, we're looking for Braccus Rex's weapons that he was actually searching for in the first place as well.
You're in the right place, but I'd find another way to proceed if I were you.
She turns her attention back along the path. You were dismissed.
Well, fair enough. See what she has. She has a fire arrow and gold, nothing that we actually want. So let's go on ahead and continue. Let's see if there's anything that I'm actually missing around here. So I'm pretty sure that all of these items are within our range, but just in case I do die, go on ahead and split off on Panda. Alright. Now I don't really dare to go up to that seeker because I know that that is 100% in the range of the shriekers, so I'm gonna go on ahead and go around. Okay, we're gonna go on ahead and head up this way, and I'm pretty sure we should be able to see some magisters over here. Okay, so it seems that we actually have some magisters, and they're trying to get into where apparently Gareth is, so we just gotta figure out where he's at. Let's see what they actually have to say if they do talk.
Once the seeker's dead, we can follow the cart to the Lady Vengeance. for a pile of dead brothers. This better be worth it.
Okay, so you've actually heard that, in fact, Gareth is somewhere within this compound, and on top of that, they actually have a caravan of some sort of weapons that we can use, or they plan to use against sorcerers in the future. Let's go on ahead and quick save, just in case we do get into combat. And there are better ways to get into combat in this situation, but I do want to go on ahead and talk to them a bit.
To arms! The dead are back. Keep an eye out for their void-woken pets.
Alright, let's go on ahead and get everybody nice and set up for this encounter over here that we got. Go on ahead and get our girl Los over here. Let's go on ahead and set up a nice little apparently that was in the range of the streaker. That was quite unfortunate. Let's go on ahead and just load, because I quite frankly do not want to use my risk roll. And I know, the absolute scummiest of the scum, but that's how we roll around in these streets. Alright. Luckily it didn't take too long to actually load for us, so that's one thing we got going for us.
To arms! The dead are back!
My goodness. Calm down as far as that is concerned. Going ahead and head down here so they can't take the easy route up here, and they're going to have to actually go somewhat far to get to us in the first place. Let's go on ahead and continue combat. And here I will actually go on ahead and quick save, so we don't have any other shenanigans occurring with the shriekers.
The magisters scramble for their weapons, but pause as the smoke clears.
You've more flesh on your bones than our last visitors. Who are you?
We're going to go on ahead and use this memory persuasion with our mystic tag, because hopefully we'll end up winning this. I'm still going to fight these magisters, because for one, we don't like the magisters. They've been trying to subjugate us, and you know, Panda just, and the rest of the party for that matter, just honestly don't take too kindly to that kind of stuff. So say that divine forces have actually guided you here today. Bam, there it is.
The divine is truly on our side today. We are glad to have you.
Smirk and say they truly are. They certainly look like they actually need the help.
The magister glares at you.
Our brothers have a seeker cornered inside. The rat was caught trying to steal the weapons we uncovered here. He'll squeak his last soon. Little did the fool know that we've already moved everything we could get our hands on. He'll die for less than nothing.
So that's where the weapons are now.
On their way to the Lady Vengeance for further study. Dallas was right about what we uncovered here. It could turn the tide against the Voidwoken.
First of all, I'd like to go on ahead and say this is an incredibly big-brained ranger going on ahead and just telling random people their plans from their military perspective, but, you know, I'm not going to complain.
Her information was flawless, as ever. It's as if Lucian himself whispers in her ear.
Go ahead and let's tell them that we're glad that we heard that the mission was a success, especially as you heard that Dallas has, in fact, ordered them to withdraw from the swamps. But I actually don't want to do that, and I want to fight these people for their EXP, to be quite frank. You know how it is in these streets. So we're going to go on ahead and choose the third option.
Some bloody help you were.
Alright, and the reason why I did that, to be quite frank, is because I honestly would like to set up correctly. So let's go on ahead and get our boy Panda in a little bit of a more advantageous position. I'm pretty sure that last time I actually unfortunately sold the shield that I had, but we'll get another one eventually. That's honestly not too big of a deal. Alright, seems like we're pretty good to go. Let's go on ahead and throw up a quick save, and we'll rest, and let's get this party started. Okay. So we got Fane down here. They still both have magic armor, so I think what I'll go ahead and do is go ahead and use this into the fray skill. Before we do that, go ahead and use our ability so we can get some damage. Damn. Okay. Alright, we're not looking too bad. I'll go ahead and throw up a fortify on Sabine so that way she can have a little bit more armor when she gets down into the fray. Because I think I'm gonna have her take down this archer in the back. Alright, good, good, good. Going ahead and teleport our boy over here. Then we're going ahead and do pretty much all of our buffing that we have to do. And let's go ahead and alright, I'm gonna hit Fane here. But just be okay because I feel like the damage is worth it. Okay, okay. This is where we truly, I do believe we're going to do a lot of damage. Fine. All this great stuff we gotta do. Go ahead and make sure Lowe's not burning anymore. Get some fire going. I honestly would have liked for it to have actually been on this, but that's okay. Apparently my path is in fact interrupted. That is not good. So it looks like we're just going to go ahead and just use an AoE. Okay, so our boy transformed into a werewolf. That's definitely not good for us. But unfortunately, the AI 100 seems to be derping out hard. He's trying to use Fortify, but he can't actually do it. So I guess that's pretty cool. But it is what it is, I guess. But let's go on ahead and go down and let's just take him out. Okay, I should have. I actually don't have any rogue abilities. That is unfortunate. Go ahead and jump down here though. Go on ahead and get behind. We use our sacrifice and start doing a massive amount of damage on our ranger over here. Go ahead and turn invisible. Okay, so they will get ruptured tendons. Alright, I think I have to get rid of the physical armor first, so I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, fantastic. And while I would like to get ruptured tendons, I will go on ahead and just knock down this ranger so that way they don't even get a turn. And that other ranger as well, so looking pretty good. Now we can switch back to Mad. Now, honestly, I love Sabine's class because even though she does split her damage, I just like that she can just heal all of her cooldowns immediately. It's honestly a pretty crazy thing that she can do. Go ahead and continue to get agony on everyone. Alright, we're doing like monstrous damage, honestly, on all these magisters right now, so we're looking pretty good. All these people are getting dot damage on them, and looking just pretty great. They are down there, but I should be able to, I think, take out the majority of their physical armors. get rid of this werewolf bro as well in the process. Now he's decaying and we'll start doing damage on him per turn. And there goes most of his health bar already. Alright, so combat seems to be going pretty well so far. Even though I actually, unfortunately, didn't place Panda in the most opportune place. But I think we'll be alright. Yeah. He's getting wrecked. That is one thing I don't like about the shape-shifting mod, is that any of the characters that do use things like Fortify, they can't use any of their spells, so now he's just effectively wasting all of his AP, which does make for a little bit less difficult of combat, but it is what it is. But I would like to see them actually fight, though. Okay. So we actually don't have a whole lot of damage that we can quite do. So I think I'll just go on ahead and imperil him, just so that way I do more damage. Alright, just, he's not gonna do anything. Going ahead and take her boy out really fast with that heal, you know how it is. And yeah, I'd say that this is probably one of our most successful encounters that we've truly had the entire time that we've pretty much started from this playthrough, so looking pretty great. Let's go ahead and throw that first vulnerability up to lower that damage. I actually forgot about the knight completely. Alright, so that definitely hurts 100%, but luckily we should be able to go on ahead and just climb up here with Bane, and then we can take our boy out. Well, at least we were able to CC him at the very end. That doesn't matter whatsoever, and he actually missed, so great job. Let's go ahead and disintegrate our boy. There we go. That's what I like to see. Absolute damage. And I guess we'll just we're not in sight, so just end our turn. Same thing with Spiel. And just take him out. And alright, we've did our first actual encounter, and it was pretty good, I'd like to say. Fantastic. And nobody actually lost any health for that matter. So let's go ahead and throw up a quick save, and let's get the looting. Got a health pot. Alright, we got some arrows. Those are pretty useless, but we can sell them. Or at least they're useless because we don't have a ranger on our team. And let's actually connect everybody. Alright, well that was a pretty successful combat encounter that we had. And now we can try to save Gareth. Alright, throw up another quick save. And as you can actually see, our boy Gareth is pretty much pinned down in that position. And he's actually fighting all these magisters. So what we're going to go on ahead and do, so I'll walk up with my boy Panda, and we'll just walk up with everyone. You know how it is. We should be able to jump in with Bane, so as far as that's concerned, we should be pretty okay. Definitely getting frozen was not the best thing, 100%. Alright, got now we actually have to get into the fray with our boy Panda. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alright, we definitely want to go on ahead and take out the archer as our first point of contention, because they are honestly the biggest threat to us. But I think what I'll go on ahead and do first of all is just knock down the 2 damage dealers, so that way they still need to get a turn. Let's go on ahead and heal up our Hero Losa over here. Then we get another turn, so we should be able to also buff up Spiel. Here we're just going to go on ahead and get some major damage in. And that should be that. Okay, that's fine. Let's go on ahead and encourage everyone. Gonna have to go on ahead and jump in so that way I can have a little bit more space. And now we're going ahead and buff up, and I realize I didn't get a whole lot of damage off with our Gorlosa over here, but we needed to get in a little bit better position. That's completely fine. Actually, I do have a shield equipped with our boy Panda over here, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go on ahead and just do more damage if I can. That scorch off on everybody would be even more valuable. Let's just rain fire on all these people. Now, I might actually go on ahead and get rid of these Hydra Fist skills, because a lot of these magic skills that I have, they don't necessarily synergize the best. Okay, so we got Disintegrate. I wonder if that's like some sort of status. No. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so we're looking good from that perspective. Let's go on ahead and get some more magic armor on the board Panda. That's completely okay. And while she does have glass cannon and she can be set on fire and things of that nature, it seems like you actually do have to get past her magical armor to get to actually petrify her in the first place. Alright, so we're gonna go on ahead and jump down and just do an obscene amount of magic damage to begin this. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and have Sibyl go on ahead and target this archer over here. Okay. To actually begin harrowing this archer as well. And this like ranger, while it is going to be able to shoot Gareth, is very far out of range. Because of this, we can go on ahead and just rain down even more damage. I'm gonna actually save this teleport for whenever I have to fight this archer. Bam. Going ahead and get a curse of vulnerability on this Inquisitor, as well as withering, so that way we can decay as well. That shields up's not gonna save our good old lass. We're gonna be doing some serious damage. That's all I got to say. Bam, we got fractured armor on everyone. Let's just knock everyone down. Well, knock who we can down anyways. Alright, we definitely gotta watch Garrett's magic armor, but in general we should be pretty okay. Okay, so I cannot actually heal stun. But I can heal this magister. Take him out. Man, I really love this ability that Thane has, where pretty much just a counter anytime he gets hit with a melee attack. That is an ability I 100% need to get on Thane. Definitely will say that our boy Gareth is super tanky because, man oh man, he's just being rained down on by these archers. Alright. Yeah, absolute tanky lad. That was great. Go ahead and cause an explosion. Okay. Alright. That definitely wasn't too bad at all. Not the worst thing that could have happened by any means. That scorched on. Then I'll just go ahead and do a massive amount of magic damage on the boy. And he'll probably be cool. Yeah, so he's gonna lose a AP, I do believe. Go ahead and make sure that that is correct. Now just minus movement speed, but we will be able to hit him a lot easier. Okay, I do not need to be in the range of that archer with Sabile, so I think my best course of action is probably going to be to do this shadow attack. Still, in fact, has magic armor, so that's something that's important. But now we should be able to get rid of all of this with armor. At least a vast majority of them anyway. Great. Yeah, 100% going to be just honestly taking some serious points of memory for our boy Thane, so that way we can learn a lot of these paladin skills, because basically you're going to make him like an unholy tanky paladin boy. Alright, honestly don't have any more range abilities, so I guess we'll just go on ahead and heal Sabile. That dog damage is seriously devastating. Go ahead and hit the board. Bam, and we leveled off that too. That's what I like to see. Alright, this is where we're going to want to go on ahead and start making our way over towards this magister. Go ahead and make this run over here. Yeah. Okay. Well, guess I'll make her invisible and just start making my way there then. Okay, that's great. Yeah, there's some serious paladin skills that we could honestly get that would be very, very strong for Finn. And probably going to steal a large majority of them from our boy Gareth, honestly. Okay. Jump. We are hasting now. Unfortunately, I cannot go anywhere because her boy Panda is in the way. Ooh-wee. These optimal turns I'm taking, I tell you. But at least we can get some damage. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That burning going on. It really is a shame that I just can't jump up there. Okay. Jump 2. I'll give you some physical. What is focus? A skillful play. Oh, fair enough. Apparently my plays are skillful. Yeah, Gareth isn't playing any games out in these streets. Your courage in the face of danger is inspiring, my friend. Lucian guided your blows rightly. I didn't really want to talk to Gareth with Sabile, but it is what it is.
His eyes travel from your face to your feet, then back again.
You're no magister, judging from that collar around your neck. How'd you come to be here?
Tell him the truth. You're a sorcerer. You recently escaped from Fort Joy, and ask who he is.
Name's Gareth. I'm a seeker. I can give you shelter and hope.
Shelter. Does this mean that the Sanctuary of Amadia? You already actually know this place, and yeah, a few episodes we actually have gone to this place.
Ah, good. Then you know us, and you know we can help you, and perhaps you can help us.
Tell him that if we are to help, we're gonna need to know a little bit more about what he's actually doing here in this place.
I came looking for a way off the island. Getting out of here means taking a ship, a magister ship. And they're not just going to give us one out of the goodness of their hearts. I came looking for weapons. Powerful ones. Wicked ones. May Lucian forgive me. Weapons that will clear a path to Dallas's flagship.
Gareth looks about, scanning the horizon, then looks back at you. A moment passes.
I can't stay. You shouldn't either. What did Lucian say? Ah yes, evil feasts on the indolent. Get yourself to safety and soon. You'll always have a place at the Seeker's table.
Okay, we actually got some loot out of it too, so we're looking pretty great. Got some huntsmen. I think that the huntsman helmet is probably going to be our best bet, simply because it'll just be good for Losa. Yeah, she doesn't even really have on a helmet that's, to be quite frank, that good. I don't know why our armor actually got taken off of us. Apparently our intelligence is not high enough. Well, guess we'll go on ahead and put a point of intelligence in there real quick. Then we can wear the armor. Okay, now we actually should have her strength and finesse intelligence at about what it needs to be, quite frankly, so that way she can just wear a lot more armor. But does she need? Yeah, she 100% needs more memory. I'll tell you that much. Alright, so we have just been getting Huntsman with her, and that'll just give us more high ground damage. So I think that's probably what we're going ahead and do. We can always respec if we want to, so just going ahead and do that with her. Where was that helmet I actually got? There it is. Stick that on her. Now we actually have another point of huntsman. We just do 25% more damage. Alright. That is a 6 at. Alright, so we can send all of this stuff to our boy Fane. And I think what I'll go on ahead and do, since the apparently she's actually just been leveling up with her gear because she just has level 7 everything. So that's okay. So let's go ahead and send all this stuff. Well, sorry, that is on Fane. So let's go ahead and send all this stuff to our boy Fane since he is our seller, bro. Good, good. Alright, and yeah, for some reason our boy Panda wasn't wearing any gear either. So we'll take a point of finesse. And then we'll go on ahead and take a point of wits is still pretty low, but I kind of like having Panda know a plethora of different skills, to be honest with you. So I like to actually give him a smooth amount of memory so that way he can actually do that type of thing. And then put his armor back on so he's good to go. And now what do we actually take on our boy Fane? So we have Pyro Geo on our boy. We actually don't have any Geomancer skills on Panda right now. So, So we still actually don't have a mobility skill for our boy Fane yet. But actually we do have that flying skill, so I'm not going to say that we don't. So now that I remember that, I think we should probably go we do have 2 pyro already. We will actually get just straight up more damage if we increase our pyro, but the same can also be said for Geomancer as well. So I think for now, what I should probably go on ahead and do, well, I can also take Arrow Third as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to make Panda a little bit more of a quality build and have him just be a jack of all trades, so that way he can really just buff and heal our way out of a lot of different situations, and I think that'll be really beneficial for us. Okay, so on to our boy Fane. So we already know that with Fane especially, we just need to give him some memory slots because he just simply needs them. Now, as far as we are concerned with these skills that we have from our blacksmithing, I don't necessarily think I'm going to learn any abilities yet as far as that is concerned. And in fact, I think I'm going to go on ahead and I do have 3 warfare, so as far as skills goes, that's pretty good, but we will just go on ahead and get that next point up with him on the fact that we're only getting the +1 from gear, and that'll put us at 3, which will allow us to just have a little bit more versatility as well. Alright, so I'm actually tired of seeing this random head inside of our inventory, so let's go ahead and eat and see what it says.
You were a genius maze builder. Clear of mind, sharp of wit. You built an invisible staircase, useful to those who may find it.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, so we know that there's actually some sort of invisible maze now. That's actually pretty good to know. We've leveled all of our characters. We have some memory slots, so that's pretty cool. And from here, I think we should be pretty good. Now, yeah, I guess we'll just go on ahead and loot everyone. Okay. Going ahead and grab all this. Alright, that's pretty good loot. I like all that stuff. Did all pick it up all with our boy Panda though, so that's that. All of this stuff is fine. All of this stuff is stuff that we are going to sell. Alright, so now shield is not better, so we can actually sell that as well. The boots are way better, and it'll give us more magic armor and more initiative straight up, so it'll be good for our turnover. So overall, that's pretty good stuff right there. And we're just going ahead and eat this leg also.
Your grip tightens around the blade's hilt. You never felt such rage. These freaks, they are tearing the world apart. They must not live. Rivellon must survive.
Sorry about that, everybody. I'm simply getting called right now, and I have to tell them that I'm recording. Alrighty. So now we can actually continue on. So let's explore around this area and see where these weapons are, because I mean, Gareth and the magisters mentioned that there's something here, so going ahead and head down and see what that thing is. Well, quick save real quick. Okay, so first of all, there's a bunch of dead magisters, so that's pretty devastating right off the bat. Second of all, our boy over here is not looking too good. In fact, he is decomposing, which is pretty savage.
In the flickering torchlight, you see a magister lying muttering on the ground. As you approach, he turns with a jerk.
No, stay back. Not another step closer if you want to live.
Stop where you are and just say that you don't want to fight and you just want to talk.
Fight? I'm not afraid of you. You should be afraid of me.
The magister nods towards his hand, and you see the skin is midnight black.
Wow.
It seems to undulate, as if worms were squirming through his flesh. He grimaces and tucks it underneath his arm, squeezing it tight.
Ask what happened to him.
He nods towards the bodies of the dead magisters, twisted in the thorned blood.
Same as those poor souls. We finished clearing out this blasted room and wanted to move on to the next. As soon as they touched that switch, they were screaming. Some void curse. Dallas warned us to take care, but we never knew we...
Ask why they were here in the first place.
Excavations. Digging out old weapons. More purging ones. Enough to turn the tide against Source. We thought it'd be simple. But Voidwalker, undead, seekers. Now this. We were doomed from the start. Dallas must have known.
Ask, must have known what? Ask what's behind the door.
I don't know. Something powerful. We thought it might help, but whatever it is, the void itself is fighting to protect it. Dallas told us to be careful, but this is wrong. It's evil. Death.
Man, my boy is incredibly scared, and it looks like he is honestly not too much longer for this world, so definitely let's go on ahead and look at his hand visibly withering before you, and let's see if we can help him at the very bare minimum. I mean, Look, we're really just trying to achieve power, and to be honest with you, look, he told us that there is something powerful behind this door, so it'll probably help us out in our adventures. So let's go on ahead and see if we can help him for at least giving us that information.
He looks up at you, his eyes staring deep into yours.
I saw how they died. I heard them screaming. I don't want to go like that. I don't want to face that. Please. I can't lift my sword. I can't do it myself.
Alright, we're gonna go on ahead and ease this our poor bro's suffering. So let's go on ahead and promise him that we will do what we can.
He lowers his eyes to stare at his black, squirming hand.
Just make it quick.
Yeah, definitely a pretty sad story. 100%. Even though he's a magister and he's just a savage and he was following orders, I mean, no one deserves to decompose to death. That seems like a pretty bad way to go. But I did notice that I forgot to level Sabile. First of all, what we're going to go on ahead and do, getting a point of memory. And then we're just going to go on ahead and pick up 2 points of memory to get some skills. Okay, so she already has the scoundrel we're looking for. She has plenty of warfare. That's pretty nice. Necromancer could be something that we could actually go after. But I'm thinking what I'll do is we'll just go on ahead and just pump a little bit more single-handed. Alright, because now she should just be doing just oodles of damage. Now she actually has 2 more slots to work with as well. So that's pretty fantastic. I would have liked that she would have gotten a talent point, but it is what it is. So I'm pretty sure Sabile is going to be the one who can do this the easiest. So, oh, sorry about that, y'all. Pretty sure we're going to be able to take him out with Sabile. Yeah, especially since we actually have this piercing damage. Alright, it wasn't the quickest of deaths, but we got the job done. Okay, so let's go on ahead and get on our boy Thane, and let's lead all of these people. See if we can learn anything. So for one thing, that lever should definitely not be touched because it's pulsating some very, very sinister aura. So we're gonna go on ahead and just not touch that thing right there. Alright, so it doesn't seem like the magisters actually had anything that was too useful. We got an old dagger and a just basically stuff to sell.
What is this? Some sort of magister weapon?
So we have in fact gotten some sort of weapon, but it seems to be drained of all magic that it once had previously. So we're definitely seeming to be on the right track. Pick that up. So it seems like we actually have a vat of just complete and utter pure source, which is honestly quite amazing, at least from the perspective of the storyline of this game. So, yeah, and you actually have an infinite amount of inside of these jars, so if you actually want to come back here later or just teleport here anytime you need source, if you're playing the vanilla game, you can pretty much just have access to source anytime you want. Now, we actually don't have a way of opening this door quite yet, and as you can see, there's a pretty dangerous looking dude over there. So we're gonna be back here later on, but for now we're just gonna go on ahead and head back to the sanctuary of Amadia. Alrighty, go ahead and head off to Amadia's sanctuary. Now that we've saved Gareth, we have some people that we can legitimately talk to at this point. Let's go on ahead and do that. Let's figure out where he's at, anyways.
I think I dodged the hall of echoes there.
Looking for where he's at. I don't see him anywhere. Might still be on his way or something. There is our boy. There he is.
Welcome, my friend. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts. I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can.
Ask how the Seekers even ended up finding shelter here in the first place.
We just landed on shore. Minutes later, Dallas sailed in on the Lady Vengeance, screaming like a banshee. We had no hope. Most of us were dead in the blink of an eye. She had horrors at her side, shriekers they call them. They still protect the harbor, firing pure death at anything that catches their eyes. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Lucian, save us from whatever plot Dallas is concocting on it.
Let's ask Gareth what happens next. Like, does he have any sort of plan to get past the Magisters?
Well, I had a plan. Gratiana told me of weapons that could counter these shriekers. Purging wands that steal source from its host. I went to that armory looking for one of these wands, but Alexander's bootlickers stumbled in first. I found nothing but dust and blood. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. Freedom is ours.
Okay, so here's what Panda is thinking about in this situation. To be quite honest with you, like I said in the very beginning of this playthrough, we're really just trying to become as powerful as humanly possible. Our boy Panda, he's really just interested in learning about the secrets of the world, how all this magic works, why Source does the things that it does, and truly how to actually control it so that way he can master it, to be quite frank. And so this means that, you know, we're probably going to go on ahead and help our boy Gareth, because even though we're not necessarily interested in all these people here and we're really just trying to get off the island ourselves, it seems like Gareth and the Seekers, to be quite honest with you, are our best method of doing that. So let's go on ahead and offer to help the Seekers and see if we can get off this island.
I can't imagine anyone more capable. Lucian truly shines his light on you. See Gratiana. She knows every songbird and blade of grass on this isle. I'd go myself, but she seems, shall we say, dissatisfied with my recent failure. The Lady Vengeance waits offshore, ready to sail for a righteous cause. Find a purging wand. Alexander's shriekers will rot.
Okay.
We'll turn the tides, my friend. Divine be praised.
Okay, so here's what we're going to go on ahead and do. So our boy has a massive amount of skills at his disposal, to be honest with you, that we can just straight up utilize to really help out our boy Fane. Alright, but the main thing that I think we should honestly do first is figure out where we're looking as far as skills are concerned with Sabia. Now, she does in fact have 4 thievery, but I would like to see her, at the very bare minimum, have 5, so that way we can basically just clean everyone out of all of their stuff. And we can basically gain as much power as humanly possible. Now, one thing real special about Gareth coming back is the fact that we can now actually get all of our collars off
Gareth is back.
using our girl Leia over here.
She throws her arms around you in a tight embrace.
Thank you, thank you. You're so good, so kind, so brave.
Said that it was your pleasure.
She smiles and hugs you again.
What a beautiful day. What a happy day.
My thanks, friend. I can't remember the last time I've seen her smile like that. If there's anything we can do for you, you have only to ask.
Tell them that you honestly, we don't really need anything, and seeing her smile is good enough.
Well, know that you have my deepest thanks.
And mine. Mine too. Thank you.
Alright, wish them well and take your leave. Alright, now that we've actually done that, I do believe I can talk to each and every one of them with our boy, with all of the people that still have source collars, and we can get them removed.
Yes, of course, of course.
She extends her arms, reaching towards you with a look of total concentration on her eyes. You feel the collar start to twist, a living, writhing thing fighting for survival. With a scream of tortured metal, the collars snap, falling broken from your necks.
No more choking. No more silence. You'll never be a slave to them again.
Tell her that you are incredibly grateful to have been set free.
We're so grateful to have Gareth back. Thanks to you, we have hope. Thanks to you, we're going home. The Divine's blessing upon you, friend.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now that we have all of the collars off, we can now use every single one of these necklaces that I've picked up and pretty much saved throughout this entire time. At least I think I have anyways. Yes. Alright. Going ahead and put the pyrokinetic one on our boy Fane. Put the occultist one on Rosa. Let's put Sahela's crest on Sabille. Now she gets the intelligence and yeah, I think that should be okay. Well, I changed my mind. I will go on ahead and just switch out these amulets really fast. She'll have one pyrokinetic, but that'll be okay. That's not that big a deal, honestly. Go ahead and hit up that auto sort for the one time. Okay. I do not have 2 arrow throws yet. But once I do have 2 arrow thirds, I'm going to be getting way more abilities for our boy Panda over here. 100%.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Got 2 Geo. Okay. Now that we've actually gotten all these source collars off, I think that's probably a pretty good place to end this episode for today. So, you know, if you enjoyed this episode, please go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see these episodes every single time I upload them, usually I upload them at least once a week, or I try to do that to the absolute best of my ability. Click that notification bell. And if you really just overall enjoyed this particular video, smash that like button. You know how it is in these streets. I've been Panda XP. This has been another episode of Divinity Original Sin 2 Modded. I'll see everybody next week, and I hope everybody does well. See you later.